I want to do something for myself. Yeah, I've been working pretty hard. I ain't really bought nothing for myself in a minute. Been doing pretty good with my money. Yeah, got an idea. So y'all back, man, to another day with your boy Flex. Got a little bit planned today. As y'all seen, I think I'm gonna do something for myself, man. Been talking to a few people, talked to one specific person, and think I'm headed to go pick up a new ride, man. It's been a minute since I, you know, owned a new car. Besides my truck, man. I mean, this is my second truck, and I don't know. I wrecked my other one. What? I had this truck a year, so you know. I haven't bought a car, a project. You know, I do things to my trucks, but you know, first been a minute since I did something for myself. So I'm finna go pick up a new ride. I turn y'all back on when I get back, man, and give y'all the plans on what I got going on. Stay tuned. So what's up, y'all? As y'all can tell, not normal format of the video. So, um, let me give y'all the backdrop. Um, the beginning of this video was actually shot probably about 2 or 3 months after I originally bought the car or whatever. Um, I bought the car January the 8th. January the 8th, 2022. Nobody knew I bought the car. I kept it on the wraps. After I bought the car, I didn't do anything to the car for about 3 months. It really sat on the trailer like for months or whatever until I got a bunch of free time on my hands, and I was like, man, forget this. I'm about to do this car. So once I set my mind to doing anything, I'm gonna do it. I did the car. Same thing when I went turbo in the Crown Vic. I was just sitting up one day and I was like, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I made my mind up. Said I was gonna, build this car. Let me build this car. So I already had a block and everything. So um, I'm probably gonna narrate this video. At least try. Never did it before. I'm gonna narrate this video. So yeah, I'm dropping this video about a year later than original originally buying the car or whatever. So stay tuned, and I'll try to catch y'all up. So first off, um, I never turned the camera on that day. I actually got real busy, so I never really ended up turning the camera back on that day. So this is what I ended up buying. So I ended up getting a 1981 Chevy Malibu 4 door. I wanted to get a 4 door because I wanted to be different. Everybody was already getting 2 doors. So like I said, it sat up for about 2 or 3 months. Around the time of the third month or whatever, that's when I decided to go ahead and go to Summit and start getting the things that I was gonna get. I was gonna do everything at one time. I was kind of trying to do it quick. I already had an idea on what I wanted to do. Um, the initial setup was going to be a budget bill. I was going to go
Vortex and everything. But I ended up changing it, and I was like, if I'm gonna go ahead and build this, I'm gonna go all out. So all of this ended up going back to the store, and I decided to go all out, with the setup. The block ended up going to Gabriel Engines, and it's in Winterville, right outside of Athens, Georgia. First things first was the hood. I ended up stripping the hood down, and I wanted to sand it. I wanted to go with a certain color, so I painted the stripes on it myself. Sanded everything, painted the stripes on it myself, and then ended up going with the color that I was gonna do. I wanted to do something different. I kind of wanted to stray away from the green on this car, which everybody knows that I've been green for years. I kind of wanted to stay away from the green on this car. And since it was a different car, I was going to go with a different color. So this is the color that I ended up going with. It was fairly expensive. Not really a name for it, but it was some expensive paint. It had a lot of metallic in it, so and I liked it. Um, I ended up finding a set of 22-inch IROC wheels on Facebook. I met up with the guy, and he brought them to me, and I ended up getting them. I actually ended up getting those rallies too off the truck a little later. So by the time I was done with that, the motor ended up being ready at the machine shop. So I went and picked it up. First thing I did was clean it up, found the color that would stand up to the heat of the motor, and I took my time on it and painted the engine because I really wanted it to look good, not just run good. I want it to look good. I'm one of those perfectionists, so I like everything to be right. So once I got done painting it, I automatically went into putting it together. I did everything myself or whatever. Not disclosing cubic inches on it, but that's the motor with the heads installed, ARP, all the way through it or whatever, and just taking my time on it at this point because I really didn't have a whole lot that I had to do. Everything was working out and going as planned so far. And it's always going to be the ones out there that wonder about the setup. Everything on this motor was spec. Everything went together. Everything starts working at the same time. At this point, I had my stall. I had everything. So the heads flowed great with the cam that was in there. If you don't know how that works, but yeah, the cam was perfect for the heads. I didn't have too big of valve springs in them. I did do my own specking on push rods. Um, Carburetor wasn't too big, intake wasn't too big. Everything worked great together. Once the motor had started, I immediately went into the transmission. I don't know too many people that do their own transmission, but this was something that I wanted to put under my belt. I knew how to build motors. I knew how to build dirt bikes and four wheelers, but I hadn't messed with a transmission. So I immediately went into doing a transmission. As you can see right there, my pump was scarred, so I had to get a new pump. Everything was out of it. Everything that went back into this transmission was brand new, bottom to top. I really didn't reuse too many things or whatever. So I did do it and put it back together. Painted the transmission. A lot of people don't do that. Just something that I wanted to do. Paint the transmission. I think it was the same color as the motor. I'm not really sure, but that's it right there. After I sprayed it, letting it dry or whatever. And the next clip is going to be transmission all put together. It is a long tail. I had to order the tail because I bought the transmission as just as a case and no tail on it. So I did have to order a tail. The tail that I was able to find was a long tail, which worked fine for the setup or whatever. The transmission was done. It was time for the motor to go into the car. while I talk. This is where I get the name of the car from. That is Mulatto. The name of the car was Latto. Um, After the motor transmission was in the car, we did not, or I did not test drive the car. It had about 30 minutes to 45 minutes of runtime on it, of idling, of revving, just the heat cycles and everything. Once the car moved away from the shop, it immediately went on the trailer and we went to the track. I did not test drive the car. I did not know what to expect from the car. I knew what it sounded like, but I did not know what to expect from the car at this point until I went to the track.
He leaking some.
This clip right here, this is the last time that I let the car run and idle before I took the motor out. I did ended up taking it out this day. Motor did not give me any problems with it. Great motor. If I had to say it was the strongest small block that I ever put together, I just ended up putting it into another car. Ended up selling the motor, putting it into another car or whatever, and going a different route. Um, so I mean, I liked it. Still like driving it or whatever, but you know, I just ended up going another route.
So there y'all go, man. That was the Malibu, Ford Malibu that I put together earlier this year. That's where the name Latto comes from. Um, Nobody really knew about it. This car never made it to YouTube. Not really on purpose. It was just I'm always working, like I tell y'all all the time, and that's part of the reason I'm always working. I'm always switching things and upgrading things or whatever. So yeah, so like I was saying, I'm always working, man. I'm always, building things and switching things, and a lot of times, I don't record it, which I should. As y'all can tell, I should have recorded it. I should have documented more. But yeah, it was just one of those things where I never really got around to, making a video that I should have made, and then I ended up switching the motors, and then eventually switching the car to what I have now. That is coming. I am documenting that, but it's just one of those things I slipped up on. But there y'all go, man. If you like this video, let me know. If you like the car, let me know. If you don't like it, still let me know, man. I read all the comments. Give me a thumbs up on the video or down. I want to see what y'all think about the car. If you ain't already subscribed, man, please subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Hit the notification bell, and just stay tuned, because like I said, I do have something special coming for y'all, coming for everybody. So just bear with me. And y'all have been tuned in to another day with your boy Flex, and I'm out.